So if you're into AI at all, you've definitely seen it. This constant, dizzying storm of acronyms. LLM, VLM, SAM, it feels like you need a secret decoder ring just to keep up. Well, that's what we're going to do right now. Let's clear up the confusion. I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? We hear about LLMs all the time, and then suddenly there are VLMs and SAMs, and now LAMs are a thing. Are they all totally different? Is one better? It just looks like a giant mess of alphabet soup.
All right, let's start with the big one, the one everybody knows, the LLM, or large language model. This is the engine behind things like ChatGPT. It's designed to understand and generate text that sounds like a human wrote it. Simple enough, right?
Okay, then you've got the VLM, the vision language model. And just like the name says, now we're adding pictures to the mix. We're basically giving the AI a pair of eyes so it can see and tell us about the world. And just when you think you're getting the hang of it, boom, along comes Sam, the segment anything model. Now this thing is a super specialist. Its whole job is to look at an image and perfectly outline any object it sees. The precision is just wild. And finally, the new kid on the block, the LAM, or Large Action Model. This one doesn't just talk or see, it actually does stuff. It can take actions and complete tasks on a computer for you. It's a lot, I know, but here's the crazy part. What if I told you they all come from the exact same place? See, the trick here isn't to memorize this huge list of acronyms. Nope. The key is to understand one single revolutionary idea that connects every single one of them. It turns out they all have a common ancestor. And this is it. This is the granddaddy of them all, the transformer. It came out of a groundbreaking paper in 2017 called Attention is All You Need, and it's basically the common ancestor for almost all the modern AI we're talking about today. It's the shared DNA that makes this entire ecosystem possible.
So let's just hammer this point home. Don't think of these as completely different species of AI competing with each other. A much better way to think about them is like members of the same family. They all share that same architectural DNA. They're built from the same fundamental stuff.
So how does that shared DNA actually work? Well, pretty much all of them follow this really cool and simple pattern. Think of it like a chassis and some attachments. You've got your input tools, the encoders, that take in things like text or images. Then you have the core engine, the backbone, which is this massive transformer that does all the heavy lifting and the thinking. And finally, you have your output tools, the decoders, that turn all that thinking into something useful, like text, or an action, or a mask on an image. And because this whole system is so modular, so plug and play, you can create this whole family of specialists. Each one uses that same core engine, but they have different input and output tools bolted on to do different jobs. This chart just lays it out perfectly, right? You can basically sort them by their main job. You've got your text-focused models, the LLMs. You've got your vision-focused models, like SAM. Then you have the multi-models, the VLMs, that can handle both text and images. And then the action takers, the LAMs. They're all part of the same family, just with different specialties. Okay, let's make this super clear with an example. Take an LLM. Its entire job is to talk. You give it text and its output is more text. But a LAM, it takes that exact same understanding of language, but its output is an action. It clicks the button, it fills out the form, it gets the task done. You see? Same brain, different hands. Okay, so you might hear another acronym thrown around, MO, or Mixture of Experts. Now, this one's a bit of a curveball because it's not a new type of model at all. Think of it more like an upgrade, a performance boost. Instead of using the entire massive brain for every little question, a smart router sends your request to only the small, specialized parts of the brain that are experts on that topic. It's a huge deal for making these things way faster and cheaper to run. So, if they aren't totally separate species, what's a better way to think about them? This next idea, this is the one that really makes it all click. I love this metaphor, it just nails it. They aren't different animals competing in the wild. They are specialized organs, all designed to work together inside one single, much more powerful system. And when you look at it that way, everything starts to make sense. The LLM is the brain, doing all the reasoning. The SAM acts as the eyes, understanding what it sees, and the LAM provides the hands, able to actually go and do things. And the magic is, because they all have that same transformer DNA, they can all talk to each other. You can literally plug them together to create a single unified system that's way more capable than any one piece by itself.
Okay, so what does this whole organism idea mean for where AI is actually heading? Well, it points to something incredibly powerful and flexible. And here is maybe the most important takeaway from all of this. The goal isn't to build one giant, all-knowing master AI. The future is modular. It's about creating a toolkit of highly specialized models that can be combined and then recombined to solve really specific, complex problems. And why should you care? Because this plug-and-play approach is a total game changer. It means we can build these incredibly sophisticated systems by just snapping together these different organs. Need better vision for your AI? Just swap in a new, better SAM model without having to rebuild the whole thing from scratch. You combine the reasoning of an LLM with the vision of a SAM, with the action-taking of a LAM, and you can solve problems a single model could only dream of. And that leaves us with one final big question. Once you stop seeing a confusing mess of letters and you start seeing a powerful, composable toolkit, the whole game changes. It's not about which tool is best anymore. It's about what amazing things you could build with it. So, what problems are you going to solve?